this morning. I'm real excited to show you a new virtual kids class at the Blandon Art Museum. This is our first one, and we are going to weave this morning. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all the things in your kit. This we call a warp. That's the string that we're going to tie the yarn to for our weaving. So we're going to take out a little bit of the warp and we're going to start on our weaving mat, which is a little cardboard, and there is, I think, 12 cuts on it. All right, and what we're going to do is I'm going to pull that down like that, and I'm going to string it through, just like that. Now I'll go kind of slow, kind of pull it a little tight. Pull that around, go to the other side. Whoop, I gotta get that off of there. Okay, we're doing good. You're doing good. Glad you joined us this morning. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Now there wasn't enough warp string, so what I'll do is get another one here, and I'll just tie it on to the back. Now you might have enough warp string where you don't have to do this, but I have to do it because I ran out. So I'm gonna tie the warp string on the back. Yeah, if you ever do it at home by yourself and you wonder, how am I going to do this? Just get some more warp string and tie it on the back. Fingers aren't working. It's cold outside. My fingers aren't working as good as they should. Kind of tie that on like that. Okay, get that in there. And then just pull that like that. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, pull that tight, and then we're just going to continue. That's not sticking very good. We'll do it again. The warp string kind of slipped on me. Maybe if I go around like this and go to this side, I have more string. This is called a happy mistake. You're going to make a lot of happy mistakes as you do your weaving. So this was just a happy mistake. Mistakes are good because that's what you're going to learn by. I got that pretty good on there. I got that real tight. See, our happy mistake worked. So I'm going to pull the warp string up just a little bit and just trim that. Okay, we're on to business now. So right here on the back, I forgot to show you this. When you first start, we're gonna pull that a little bit tight. That kind of got loose. We're gonna pull that tight, and we're gonna go in and out like this. And that's gonna hold your warp string. And then kind of go in and out. Go right in there and kind of pull that, okay? So there we got it. And then we're going to continue on. Isn't this fun? Did you know that 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians did this weaving? And then in 2000 BC, they did it again. And in 2000 BC, they started using okay, we're going to have to get another warp string. It's right over here. We got to go get another warp string because this, we didn't have enough. Always the first class, we gotta learn from our mistakes. I'm just gonna kind of pull that a little bit tighter. I'm gonna just pull that a little bit tighter in the back. It's kind of loose there. But 2,000 years ago, the Egyptians started making weaving out of wool, and we all know what wool comes from. We're gonna get some more warp string, another happy mistake. We're gonna tie that on, and we're gonna get started to weaving pretty soon. We're gonna get going on the weaving. All right, I'm gonna tie that real tight. I'm gonna trim that here again. It's all gonna work out. Pull that through like this. We're gonna go here, pull up. We're just about done. So on the back, remember what we did to the other side, we have to have a little bit of thread or warp string to tuck on here. We'll go like this and this. I guess I gotta get in the camera so you can see what I'm doing. That down a little bit, and then I'm going to pull that kind of tight, and that's going to hold. See, our warp string is all ready to go. I'm going to trim this little one here, and then we're going to do Hawkeyes this morning. Yay, Hawkeyes. Okay, so we're going to get the yellow, and we're going to go 1 arm's length, and then we're going to hold it, and we're going to do another arm's length. Okay, then we're going to cut the yarn or the weft. It's really called the weft. And this little gem is called a shuttle. And you just kind of thread the shuttle like that. So this is real important you watch, because this is how I'm gonna start. So we go underneath the work. This is gonna have to move it up and down a little bit. And then go 1, 2, and go right here. Pull that through. And what I do is I hold those two there on the end, the warp string, so I don't pull it too tight. So I kind of go like that, pull it all the way through, pull it all the way through, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're 5 over. And just tie that. And then then we're gonna just have a blast doing this. This is going to be so fun. I think I'm gonna cut this warp string. It kind of is getting in the way of my weft or my yarn. So we're gonna make Hawkeyes this morning. So what we do, that's over, so we're going to go under, over, under, and it's kind of tricky at first. You be real patient with yourself, because it takes a long time to learn it. It's kind of like a musical instrument. You know, it took, if any of you play a musical instrument, you know how long it took. A long time. I just kind of hold that and pull that through, because there's a lot of weft or yarn, and then that's how we start it. That's exact, and then we're going to push that down like that.
So you can slow down just a little bit. Just.
The next thing we can do, I'm going to slow down. I was going a little bit fast, sorry about that. So we're gonna take, okay, so see this right here, that's under. Okay, anytime you stop with under, you can go over. So let's go over. See, the second won't be over, under, okay, or oh, that's under. And then, these are a little tricky to get, these are a little tricky. Okay.
Marcia, could you hold it up a little bit closer to the camera so they
Oh,
can see while you're
sorry.
being
Sorry.
threading it?
Am I doing it all right?
Oh, you're doing fine. Just,
Good,
I
good.
think they can see it a little better if you could
All right.
tilt it up just a little
I tilt it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
bit closer to the camera.
All right. All right. So I went under, over, under, over, under. I got this little thing here to help me get my string up. There we go. And then I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna pull that over. That got a little tight. Then we're gonna do this. We'll get that. And then we'll do that. And then we're gonna do under on the last one. All right. We got our first one started. All right. And what I want you to do is hold on to these right there and pull that through. If you hold on, then it doesn't get really, really tight. And just kind of pull that through.
They said thank you.
You are welcome. All right. So look at here, that's under. See how that is? So we go, I wonder if this is right. Okay. We're just gonna weave our little parts out. Okay, see how I'm doing that? Okay, it's just the opposite.
So you started over.
Over, and under, and over, under, and over, and under. Good job. You guys are doing such a great job this morning, and give yourself lots of credit for trying this. It's like I said, just like a musical instrument, or if you play sports, you know how good you get after so long. You just get better and better at it. So we're gonna pull that down, and remember I told you the ends? All right, hang on. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Awesome. Push that down. And then take this is our shuttle. You know, like the space shuttle? Well, this is our shuttle. That was under. Remember I told you, you just do the opposite. And it's a little bit easier to thread it. And it's there. So that was under, over, under. That was over, and that was under. That's under, over, under. See, we got another one started. You're doing great. All right, pulled very gently. Don't pull very hard. Don't pull very hard. There, you're doing a good job. That takes a long time it took me a long time to learn this. I worked at it and worked at it, but eventually it came. All right, we're ready. Ready for the next one. All right, now see that was our last one. So, that was under. We are, okay, there's under. It's going smooth now. Had a little glitches at first, but we worked those out. And I know you can do this. Might take you a few times to do them, and you can do these at home. I wondered if the Egyptians did them in pyramids, did their weaving. All right. I'm gonna start. That was under. It's going a little bit smoother now. Sometimes it's hard to pick up the warps. Sometimes you can maybe get a ruler if you want to try and put under your warp and see if that helps you out. That one's a booger, not that one. That's not behaving this morning. All right, got that underneath. Pull that through. You're doing good. I'm proud of all of you students. You're doing amazing. All right, remember I told you don't pull it real tight and push that down. All right, so we see that, how that is? Then we're gonna do just the opposite of that. Once you get the rhythm of it, it's so fun. Sit in your room, watch TV. You can do your school colors. You can do your famous football player colors that you like. You like the Cowboys or the Bears, and do their colors. Give them as presents. You can do it for your room, or you can just do it for fun. You're doing amazing. So we're going to start on another row, and in a little bit I am going to show you how to do, it's fun to do the yellow. We could do the whole thing yellow, but I would like to try and do another color and show you how I do another color. And we'll switch back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna hold, remember, I'm gonna hold that so I don't pull it too tight. So hold it there and just kind of pull that through. You're doing good. And then just kind of do that. Okay, remember the opposite. That's okay. Doing amazing. I'm gonna back up because I forgot we are gonna do this. This is the last color. So I'm gonna go in 1, 2, 3, 4 warps over. And I'm gonna pull my shuttle through. Remember this is my shuttle. Go all the way to the end. And what we're gonna do is I wanna give myself plenty of, I'm gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna do my warp. Warp's a little, I had to pull that down so it's a little bit tighter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie on our weft to our warp, and that's how we're gonna do another color. So take your time. We know we're not in a hurry this morning. Just take your time. Okay, so got a little knot there. So I'm gonna go in that little knot there.
One of our viewers has multicolored yarn and they really appreciate it. because they're having fun doing this.
Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad you tuned in. This is so fun. Now that didn't take, so we'll do that again. I think what we'll do is do it a little bit different this time. We'll try it this way. Didn't take that time. Okay. So do a little knot there. There we go. Yeah, it's fun to do multicolors. And you know, the sky's the limit. You can go to Hobby Lobby and their yarn is on sale. You can ask Mom to help you pick it up. Okay, got my knot there, and I'm gonna push that in. Kind of push that in my weaving as much as I can. Then I'm gonna trim that off, all right? And I'm gonna start another color. Okay, remember we're doing Hawkeyes, so here we go. Okay, we're gonna do 1 arm's length, and then we're gonna do the other arm length. Isn't this wonderful and fun? Oh, who would know something like this? Something like this would be this much fun. Okay, remember we have to get our shuttle. We gotta thread that shuttle. So we're gonna go to the white side of the shuttle and go right in the shuttle. And we're gonna thread that. I don't like to have my weft or my yarn so long. That's just good enough. All right, here comes the Hawkeyes. All right, okay, so always look at your last stitch you did. And we gotta do just the opposite of that. Guys are awesome today. Hope you're having as much fun as I'm having. Okay. All right, hold. Remember I told you it's real important to hold the last 2. That way your weaving won't be so tight on the end. All right, remember 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna pull that to the 4th one because we're starting a new color. Remember we ended a color here. We ended the color. So right now, let's do 2. Let's do 2 this time. Okay, so we switched to 2. All right, see how easy that was? I tied it to the warp, trim that off. All right. I'm gonna start, okay, I'm gonna start on this side. Okay, I went over 2, trimmed it, cut it. Okay, you're doing great.
And they're telling you you're looking good and great job.
You know what? You're amazing, guys. You all are so amazing. All right. So, I'm gonna start a new color. This one I might give to my grandson who goes to school at Iowa. I think he would like this one. He seems to like the Hawkeyes really well. So, okay, remember, we have to hold the ends. So we're gonna pull that through like that. And we are going to push that like that. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that exciting? Oh, that's so exciting. All right. Then we're going to start here. And we're going to go just, okay, that's over. See how that's over? So what we're going to do is that is under, and we're going to keep going. This is one of my favorite things to do when I'm watching, or if I'm sitting in the parlor and I'm watching TV. It seems to be a very soothing, fun activity. You can do it if it's raining outside, or if it's wintry, or even if it's nice outside, you don't want to go outside. It's really fun. So push that real tight. Okay, look at the color contrast. Isn't that fun? Okay, now pull it off, because we always want that little end loose like that. We don't want to pull that under. Okay, see how that's over? Okay, we're gonna do the opposite, and we're just gonna keep doing this. Yep, this is gonna be fun for you to do. You can do it after school, after you get your homework done. If it's snowing outside, here we're gonna have snow showers this Sunday. Maybe you can do it this Sunday. All right, push that under, push that really, really tight.
These would make good pot holders for a holiday gift too, don't you think, Marcia?
Pot holders, or think of the coasters you could make for your mom, or you could make a pot holder. And I was told if you want to do it on a bigger scale, remember, always keep your notches even. So go 24. You get a piece of cardboard and do 24 and see what you do. But the most important thing, I think, is holding this right like that. And then we'll just pull that through. You guys are amazing today. So good you came. Let's push that up. And don't be afraid if it doesn't turn out exactly how you want. The more you do it, you'll get better and better at it. I always like to hold that end. Okay, see how that is under? All right, I'm gonna do a different one. Isn't this fun?
You're doing great.
This is so fun. All right, I'm gonna flip it around and take your time. We're not in a hurry. We're getting some beautiful colors going.
This would be good for adults to do too, for a relaxing
Oh,
noon break or
Oh my
at work.
gosh, can you imagine?
Stress reliever.
Stress reliever, coming home and tired, you don't want to go outside or anything. Then just do this. Oh, look at that. That's under. So we're going to do just the opposite. And I'm going slow with you because I really want you to get this. I really want you to learn this so you can do this at home. I'm going to turn it around. I'm holding my warp string right like that with my thumb, and I'm pulling it through. And I pull that down like that. And if your weaving gets a little tight, you can always pull it over like that. But you don't want to pull it tight. Okay, look how pretty that is. Okay, look at how under that is. All right, we're going to do the opposite. You're getting it. I know you are. I bet you're using some beautiful colors today.
And they could use as many colors as they wanted as they felt more confident switching, don't you think, Marcia?
Oh yes, absolutely. If you get really confident in yourself, which I know you will. All right, I forgot to hold that, and I'm sorry. I made a mistake. But always, always, always real gently pull it. I'm going to show you one of the first little rugs I made. Now, this one was my first one, so I got that a little tight, and it kind of but it's still my first one. I'm very proud of it. But I did all kinds of colors on that one. So if we want to do another color, let's try gold. Because I think we can do that with the Hawkeyes. I think
That is in the color scheme.
I think we can do gold with the Hawkeyes. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to 4. Okay, let's go 4. Let's pull our shuttle through like that. You're doing, oh, we forgot to hold that. And then what I like to do too is, so I don't pull it so tight, I like to pull it with my fingers. All right, I'm gonna press that up. All right, so I'm gonna come up about, I wanna give myself plenty of room, plenty of space, so I can tie my knot. Remember, we're gonna start another one, but we're ending this one. When you end it, you have to do this. So I'm doing it. So I'm gonna pull that knot really tight. Okay, look how good that turned out. So I'm gonna take my weft or my yarn and trim that. All right, I'm gonna do another color. Okay, we're gonna take our yarn. Remember, we go, you guys are so amazing this morning to tune in and watching this weaving. Okay, we go 1, and then we're gonna go 2. I wonder what color the Egyptians used. What kind of things they used. All right, we're gonna cut our weft or our yarn. Remember, this is the weft right here, or the yarn. And we've got to find that shuttle. Here's our shuttle, we had to find it. I'm gonna kind of clean off our area. Okay, here we go. And we've got the shuttle. And we're gonna thread the shuttle. So we'll just go in like this. And pull that up. Pull that down. We're gonna start over here. Okay, that looks like that last little weaving was over. So we have to always remember to do the opposite. Okay, that kind of got twisted a little bit with a little string there. Okay, so we're gonna go over 4. I like that number 4. All right. Well, it looks like I have to do 3. Let's do 3. Okay, we're going to go this way, and we're going to go pull that. I'm always going to hold that. So, all right, pull it to number 3. All right, we're starting another color. This is how we're going to start this color. We got gold, because gold can be a Hawkeye color too. Go Hawks! Okay, we're going to trim that off. We're going to take our shuttle, and we are going to go under. I'm going to pull this in the back. This is when it gets kind of your warp gets a little loose, just pull the back. All right, we're gonna go under, over, under, over. Right, and we're gonna always hold the end like this. Let's push that up. Isn't that a pretty color? Look how that is against the black. That's amazing looking. I like that one. I bet you can think of all different kinds of things to do it. Pot holders, you could put your cold drinks on it, you could give it to your friends, you could make school colors, all kinds of things. All right, that's under. Here we go. here we go again. We're just rotating this Lordy.
And being very flexible.
Yeah, being very flexible with you guys. Nobody has to be perfect. The teacher isn't, and you don't have to be. All right, pull that. All right, that gets kind of knotty, so just kind of pull that over and then just do that. We might not get done with this, but I brought a weaving piece that I made at home, and we're gonna finish it. This one here, we're gonna finish that. And this one was done with very, very thinner yarn. It's more of a cotton yarn. And you could, as you progress in your weaving, you could always get the cotton thread. It's up to you. The sky's the limit, the colors you can do. So we've got gold, we've got yellow, black, and now we're doing gold. So we're just gonna keep going. Remember, I did the opposite on the end. Don't forget.
How long have you been doing artwork, Marcia?
I have been a teacher for over 30 years. I worked at Iowa Central in the 90s for 4 years. And I have taught for Legacy Learning over at Webster City for 3 years. And I also have taught classes in my home for over 28 years. So I've been doing it a long time.
And you've been a teacher here at the Blandon Art Museum.
And I forgot about that. Yes, I've been here at the Blandon for 3 years teaching children's classes, and really liked those kids and all the fun things we did.
We're so excited. You're our first virtual art instructor.
Oh, isn't this fun?
Congratulations.
Oh, you're welcome. And so glad that I have the opportunity to teach this wonderful, fun weaving class. It is amazing. I'm loving what I'm doing. I hope you do too. Now, like I said, don't have to be perfect. All right, turn it around. All right, hold those two. You're catching on. And I love that. Isn't that pretty? So we're doing 3 colors. And I'm pulling a little tighter, so I've got to stretch out my weaving a little bit. So that's under. We're going to do the opposite. Sorry, I forgot to hold that up. Hold your warp or your string. I wonder if the Egyptians, I did a happy mistake. What I did is I went under instead of over. That's why you pull through. I'm so glad I did that so you can see that it's no big deal if you do it. It can be fixed. It's no big deal. It's just one of those happy mistakes that we make in weaving.
Easy fix.
Easy fix. See if it caught this time. See that? It caught. So I'm so glad that happened so you could see how easy it was to fix that. Because sometimes you'll make mistakes, but you'll always learn by them. I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter there on the back. Okay, now there's under, so we're just gonna go just the opposite. And it's very soothing and calming and a fun activity. And maybe you could even teach your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother once you get on it. You could teach your friends. and we just kind of, look how pretty that is. Look how amazing that is. We're doing amazing today, you and me. I'm gonna pull my weft up a little bit. I'm gonna hold that. That seems to help me a lot if I hold that. All right, that's under. So we just keep going.
I hope our viewers will post their creations
Oh,
when
I
they
would
get done.
love to see what you're doing at home. I would love to see that. Pull our shuttle through, gotta stick, pull that, and always be real gentle with it. Don't pull very hard. Pull your weft through, or your yarn. That kind of got knotted. See, I pulled too tight on that. Pull the little one through. Hold on. Oh boy. Look how amazing that is. We've made 3 rows. Take our shuttle. We're gonna go.
One of our viewers says, Mom is the assistant to the daughter here. And the other one says, the kids are having a great time.
I am so glad. I am so glad. You guys make my day. You make it fun and exciting. All right? See, that gets kind of twisted a little bit. You just kind of fluff that up a little bit and pull that through. We probably won't get done with, maybe you got done, but I went real slow because I really want you to get this. Look how pretty that is. How amazing. Did 3 colors. All right, so that's over. So we're just gonna do just the opposite. We're gonna weave our little shuttle. I think that's a cute name for that, a shuttle. Isn't that fun? Whoever thought of that? Okay, I always turn it around. And then hold that. Whoops, that got kind of caught there. We'll just kind of fluff it through. There we go. The main thing is don't pull too hard. And if you do, the next one you do, I bet you won't pull as hard. I like this gold. I think we're going to keep going with a little bit more gold. And I hope you come to more of our classes because we've got a lot of fun things lined up for you guys. I hope you do. Look how pretty that is. I'm kind of pushing that out a little bit because I think I got it a little tight. Remember, that's what I did before and this is what I'm doing now, but it took me a long time to get it to look like this. A lot of happy mistakes. Okay. I won't talk so much, but if you have a question, I'd love to answer it. I'm holding that down and just pull that through. Whoop. Because you're going to make happy mistakes, but they can all be fixed. Push that down like that.
We appreciate the parents assisting their children do this too, because I'm sure it's a family event. Everybody's working.
Parents, you guys are awesome. Cannot say enough about what you do. You guys make it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are going to end this one. And I am going to take you to the end with another one that I did. This took me a long time, Well, it's thinner yarn or thinner weft. So it took me a little bit longer with that. Okay, look how wonderful that is. Okay, remember, there's our scissors, and we go up a little bit. And then just kind of trim that. That'll be, and maybe I can work on this at home and do some more fun colors. But I do like the Hawkeye colors that I use. I think they're very pretty. So, you know, take your knot and kind of pull that down. See how that worked? It got kind of rough on that one there though. And then, okay, now that's what we did today. We did amazing today. So let's say that you went all the way to here. Remember, you're gonna knot it every time and cut it when you start your new row. So we're all the way here. There's no more space, okay? There was really no more space for the shuttle to go through, maybe a little bit. But what you do to end it is you turn it backwards, okay? Turn it backwards. Take your scissors and just cut it right in the middle. Just cut that. Remember, we're all done with this, and we're finishing this. We're gonna make something really pretty. Maybe I want to keep it for my end table. Maybe I want to give it as a gift. I think I might keep this one because I really like the colors on it. I think they're so pretty. So, the most important thing when you do this, don't take it off your little mat. Leave it on. So this is important. So you're gonna do 2 by 2. You're gonna pull that through, and you're gonna pull that through. That's all you're gonna do, the 2 of them. And then you're gonna turn it around, and you're gonna tie it. This is the finishing part. This is going to make the little fringy on your rug. So we just kind of, whoop, gotta get that little thing there. The thread is really little, really thin. So we're just gonna kind of do that, and then we're gonna do 1, and we're gonna do it 2 times. Because this is gonna hold your weaving piece together. Okay, see how that is? You're gonna go to your next one, and you're gonna just pull them out.
Well, we have a new type of viewer watching you.
Who is that?
Marsha, the cat, the family cat.
Oh, tell the cat I said hi.
I believe this was Eliza's cat that was here yesterday. Even the cat was interested. It was real exciting there for a minute.
Well, you tell that cat I wished I could teach it.
These family pets have gotten true education during all this Rona stuff.
They have. The cats and the dogs, yeah, they love it. Okay, that's 2. Look how beautiful that is. But I worked at this at home, and it took me a little while. And maybe it didn't take you as long. Maybe you were going faster than me. Okay, so you pull that down, and you pull that down. Isn't this fun?
And just 2 at a time, correct?
What? Just 2 at a time. Because if you do more than that, it all comes apart. And we don't want that, because you worked so hard to do this. And we want it to turn out. So we have to leave it on our little mat, our weaving mat that we did. So we do 2 of those. And we're just making a beautiful little rug, aren't we? Looks like a beautiful rug. But this is that thin cotton yarn that I told you that I got the other day at Hobby Lobby. It's 30% off, and I got a whole bunch because I wanted some different colors on it. Okay, I'd almost got one side done. But this is the easiest way I can show you how to finish. And I think what we'll do here is trim that a little bit. That's kind of sticking up. Okay. Okay, we have, all right. Gotta get that one out of there. See, if I wouldn't tie this, it would all come unraveled. You're doing great. This has been so much fun.
Have you ever done a virtual class before,
I haven't.
Marcia?
This is the first for me.
Well, you've done a great job. We appreciate you doing
Oh,
this for the
well,
Blandon Art
thank
Museum.
you. It's all been so fun. It's way too fun. I thought probably I would go slow today so you could really get the gist of it. So that's why I did this little rug at home to show you how to finish it off.
And if any of our viewers have friends that would like to do this now that you're all experts at weaving with Marcia, we do have some extra kits available that you can purchase. And so you can stop by the Blandon, just call 573-2316. And for $8, you can pick up some of our extra kits and have a nice family kind of fun event, or have the friends over that live next door, and everybody can learn how to weave.
Oh, this is like so fun for me to do this, to teach you guys something so fun.
You are doing great, is what the parent said.
Well, thank you. You guys are doing great too. But if I do it slow, you're gonna get it. If I went too fast and didn't keep talking and tell you what I was doing, you wouldn't get it. So that's why I went slower. Okay. I'm gonna put this in my front room. I like it that much. Seemed to me that this is kind of my colors that I like real well. And I like the multicolor yarn that I got, or the weft. I like that real well.
Like cotton candy looking.
It is look like cotton candy. I love the different colors in it, the pink, and it looks like kind of a light turquoise in it. Just about done. See that side, how pretty that is? I don't know if anybody remembers Betty Lou in the Magic Window, but when I was little, I would do her little crafts, and I guess I'm a 2020 Betty Lou now.
Well, we're lucky to have you be a part of our virtual art classes.
Well, it's just way fun. It's way fun. Don't be in a hurry, you know, take your time. I know you want to get it done, but if you take your time, you'll really like your project. And like I said, it's going to take a while before you get it really good. It took me, well, took me a long time, many hours of making lots of happy mistakes and figuring out what I did. So just, you know, give yourself lots of time. Be in a hurry. Maybe you'll want to do this on Sunday. You don't have anything to do. Just get your little mat out and start weaving. got one left. Now I'm going to cut this. This was our string. This string was the one that held our weaving together, our little warp. So I'm just going to intertwine that. I don't want to cut that off because I want my little rug to stay intact. So I'm going to pull that through.
And you're tying it with the last two.
I'm tying it with the last two. Ta-da!
Beautiful.
There we go. What do you think?
Very nice. Well, if anybody doesn't have any questions, first of all, we're going to pan the camera up to Miss Marcia because we haven't done that the whole class. And thank you, Marcia, very much.
You're welcome.
For being part of our virtual art class here at the Blandon.
You know, stuff like this is important, I think. I think it's important to learn new things and crafty things and fun things that you can do all by yourself or with your family or anything. And the sky's the limit. You know, you can make this twice as big. You can get your cardboard, do a big one. You know, but get this intact, how to do this. It's not too hard. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
All right. Well, thank you again. And that's it for our virtual art class for weaving. And again, this was inspired by the piece in the West Gallery by Pam Sanders. So please come stop by the Blandon Wednesday through Saturday, 1 to 4, free admission, and check out the weaving piece that inspired this class. We'll look forward to seeing you at our next class in November. So stay tuned for details and call the Blandon if you want to get signed up for that. 573-2316. Thank you. Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you.